Work packages for field engineers. How to make work installable in construction. Actually, the video title should probably be Work Packages for Crews by Field Engineers, but this is a really, really cool concept. I'm so excited to share it with you because installation work packages needs to be our focus, not just submittals, not just having a pre-con meeting, but an actual installation work package. So let me just tell you what we're doing at Elevate, and I think you'll like it. I actually showed some high-profile people with Google this the other day, and they loved it. And I know Mortensen is doing some things like this as well. But if you look at the trade partner preparation process, where you have the buyout, the pre-mobilization meeting, where you basically explain to the trade what's going to be required, and then before construction you have your pre-con or your preparatory meeting. Then once they start work, you have your first in place inspection, then you do your follow-up, and then you do your final. This is what Hensel Phelps calls the 6-step process, and it's beautiful. I call it the trade partner preparation process because the trade partner right here is going to do their work, and basically we have to plan. Oh my gosh. This is such a cool video. I hope you like it. I hope you love me because I love you. So plan, build, finish. The buyout meeting is where we buy out the right scope. Pre-mob is where we tell them what we want as the project delivery team. The pre-con is where we onboard and orient the foreman for the crew and make sure we're clear on expectations. First in place inspection is where we make sure the crew's off to the right start. Follow up. This mainly happens with zone control. And then final, this is where you inspect before they demobilize and you reconcile any change orders, and hopefully you're painting retainage if you are holding retainage, and it's all plan, build, finish. This is the core of lean, doing one thing at a time. And so when we think about field engineers or project engineers or office engineers, they do not write RFIs. They do not do submittals. They prepare trades, they prepare scopes, and RFIs and submittals just happen to be tools that we use along the way. So there's a definite delineation here. When we start work, we have got to be ready. So one of the things that I have been encouraging our teams to do is to have an installation work package. And we lifted this off of best practices and some of it from advanced work packaging. But let's say hypothetically that as a part of full kit, that the crew, it has an installation work package when they start. Well, where did this installation work package come from? And are we going to have a whole bunch of overhead costs to create it? We're not oil and gas. We don't have all that money. How are we going to do this, right? I have an answer for you. In this normal part of the process, we know we're going to do buyout. So here's my question. Why can't we write down any pertinent inclusions and exclusions and clarifications and just make sure that immediately, and Procore is going to be mad, instead of having it hidden in some meeting minutes in Procore, have it immediately be added to this work package, okay? Now, when we submit the requirements to the trade and they send us their safety plan, send us their quality plan, send us their emergency numbers, when that comes back, instead of hiding that somewhere, why don't we just add it to the installation work package, whatever information is relevant? That means the office engineer, project engineer, field engineer is putting relevant information that the crew needs in that package. And that instead of making some random meeting notes or meeting minutes, we're just building that package as a normal part of what we do. And then the pre-construction meeting happens and we are creating a specific checklist. We have gone through and done our build your Lego sheet. We have identified our tack time. We have some specific requirements. We have a visual. Maybe we have some manufacturers, key considerations. Why don't we just put that into the work package right then and there? And then if there's a lift drawing, oh my gosh, here's where the field engineers come in. Woo! This is super exciting. If there's a lift drawing or anything that the field engineers prepared, add that to the package. And this is where I'm gonna get you back, meaning get you back on my side, not get you back like Vendetta. Mostly visual, mostly bullets, mostly simplified, not a lot of text. We have AI to help us out. Sure, we can have lots of text in the background, but we're gonna make this simple. And this work package literally is what the crew uses, and it's what we use for our first in place inspection, follow-up inspection, final inspection. Now, Hensel Phelps used to call these red folders, basically where you were chunking it in and you would take the red folders out in the field. And I love that. But in Canva, which is one of my favorite programs, we can just start pulling this information in there automatically. And one of these days, project management software should basically basically say, here's a document, do you want to add it to the work package? There are faster ways to do it. If I was going to do this today, I would do it in Canva, and then the cover sheet of the installation work package would be the simplified summary. I would literally put the PDF into AI and say, please give me a cover sheet of the most important things that the crew must know that they can review on a daily basis. I mean, this is genius, and AI is going to help us out big time here. And I want to make the point that the field engineer not just provides the layout, but any preparation here, and the FE, PE, or OE can make sure that as we're going through this process, that we're pulling in relevant information into this work package. And then guess what? This work package, as we create templates, we can get better and better and better and better at them as we go, and especially as one crew moves to another zone. So this is the way that I would like to invite our engineering teams to start helping trades to prepare in this framework. I'm going to put this into a blog post, and it will be in the book, and I will give you some examples and a board that you can use to see how we're doing it at Elevate. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.